Robert,
Yes.
you are a fighter and an activist. How do you deal with the inevitable bureaucracy and maybe slowness of a committee? Do you cope well with this?
Oh, it took a bit of time to get used to it, but I think the committee supports me because I think they've never had a person with an intellectual disability before on the committee, and I think I've been told by the other committee members that they like the questions I ask. I mean, I don't beat about the bush. I'm straight to the point because I think that's the way we cope with things.
And, you know, your childhood was very hard. You suffered abuse, but then you won because you were able to achieve the closure of those very institutions that abuse you.
Yes.
What should we do as politicians, activists, and civil society to make sure that vulnerable children are protected? What's our job number one?
Well, basically, children shouldn't be going to institutions anyway. I mean, they should be living at home with either their own family, or if not their own family, well, a foster family. But I think also what we need to do is police check them as well. So they, I mean, you're never going to get rid of abuse anyway, but I think it's a good start to actually police check them, so that if they've actually done some bad stuff to maybe other children, well, hopefully that will show up. And I think too, you know, deinstitutionalisation isn't about sending people from a big institution to a 4-bedroom home, because basically they're the same, because 9 times out of 10 the staff that worked in the institution go with the people, so basically it's the same behaviour. So what's changed for people? Nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think the whole thing is, you know, it's not about bricks and mortar. It's about the thoughts, feelings and actions of others that make institutions. Mm-hmm. It really is. It's, you know, it's not about the bricks and mortar. It's about the attitudes of people, attitudes of the community, attitudes of society. Those are the things that we need to, you know, change. It's the same as the language we use to describe people as well. I mean, on this trip we heard someone say people with mental retardation, and that was someone from the UN saying that. And then we heard one of the countries say, "Oh, we have a week for children with mental retardation," which was a whole week of celebration. I mean, how's a child supposed to feel with that label hanging around them? You know, I mean, it just shouldn't be done. I mean, people need to be respected for who they are and what they are. And children that grow up in that environment learn that maybe it's okay to do those kind of things where it's not.
You've been in the committee for more or less 2 years now, right?
Yes.
What do you think has been your main achievement?
Oh, I think one, the support of the committee. I think, you know, the support of the secretariat, the support of things like Easy Read, and for my for me personally, plain language, because, you know, I don't need Easy Read, but a lot of other people do, and I think that's fine. But also, you know, I do ask the hard questions, you know, around Article 12, around supported decision making and getting rid of guardianship, because I mean, who wants guardianship around their necks? Anyway, I mean, we've seen in New Zealand what it's done, where people in that big institution I was in, she had a guardianship for about 20, 30 people. I mean, she's not their mother. Never will be. So, why do we still do those kind of things? People have got to be supported by a whole support network that surrounds them. They should always be at the centre, and things, kind of run off the centre. They always should be at the centre of the attention. Whereas I think before it wasn't. It was always, the professionals, the staff, but also the service providers as well. And I think, we need to actually work on that, for the future.
Okay, so in the next 2 years, maybe that's your plan. What's the plan for the next 2 years?
Well, I think for me it's, I might be the first person with an intellectual disability on this committee, but I sure don't want to be the last. And I think I'm hopefully making a pathway for other people to follow, and I think I've done that basically all my life, is seem to been a leader and for other people to follow. I mean, I've seen that in New Zealand, where we've got lots of young people actually doing the stuff that I used to do in New Zealand, and I think that's good. But I don't think we don't want to lose where we've actually come from to where we are now. And I think that, for me, is something that we don't want to lose, because, okay, we haven't got the big institutions that we used to have in New Zealand, but we've still got smaller ones, and they can be just as bad, because basically abuse still happens. The control, who has the control of the people? Basically it's the service providers and probably staff as well. And I think people with high needs as well, is that if one person wants to go out, well, they all go out. No matter if they like it or not, they still do. And I think that's the sad thing, is that we're still very institutionalised in our way of thinking around how we assist and support people to be the best they can be.
Well, I wish you all the best for the next 2 years, and I hope you will be the first of a long list of activists in that committee. And thank you very much for being with us in this conversation.